Hi everybody, this is Ruth. I'm one of the naturalists here at Beaver Creek Reserve, and today it's kind of a chilly October day, and a lot of our leaves and undergrowth is gone, but there's a plant that's starting to be easier to see because it's a plant that's going to stay green all winter long. When we look at these plants, they sort of look like little pine trees. Some people call them princess pine. Some people call them ground cedar, and some other different names that imply a pine tree or some other tree that we know as a conifer. Now, these are not trees at all. These are actually a club moss. Now, club moss is different than moss. Club moss is a plant. It's a vascular plant, which means that it has roots and it has plant parts that will take and carry water and nutrients around to the plant. The photosynthesis happens, and those same vascular tubes carry the food back to other parts of the plant. Now, moss does not have roots and does not have a vascular system. Moss just sort of sucks up water kind of through an osmosis almost, where the club mosses are growing, pulling water out of the soil. The princess pine or ground cedar, whatever you call it, they get about 6 inches high, and that's as high as they're going to get. Now, these are shoots from a branch. The branch grows under the ground. We call that a rhizome. So princess pines have a rhizome, which grows under the ground and sends up these shoots. Now, the shoots that we're seeing have taken 2 to 3 years to show up. These plants are incredibly slow growers. They grow from spores. The name club moss comes from the club-like growth where the spores come out. Now, the spores do not produce new club mosses automatically. They grow very, very tiny, almost microscopic male and female plants, which then have to combine to start making the rhizome. So it can take several years before a new plant is to grow. Because they're an evergreen, these plants in some areas have been collected and over-collected to make wreaths. They're very tiny, so it would take a lot of plant material to make a wreath. And once you pull a plant, and if you just pull it straight up, you most likely damage the rhizome, which is going to damage the whole plant. It's going to damage all of the other shoots coming off of that rhizome. So it doesn't take long to wipe out a colony of princess pine, but it does take a very long time for that club moss to grow back, if it's going to grow back. So as you walk through the woods, keep your eyes open for the tiny little club moss that looks like a tiny pine tree. Have fun!
Hi, I'm Eric Keisler, Executive Director for Beaver Creek Reserve. Thanks for watching this great educational video from our staff. To find out more information like this and others, check out our website at beavercreekreserve.org. You can also support us by being a member or donating to our endowment campaign, which is supporting Beaver Creek through this COVID-19 crisis. Thank you. We appreciate your time.